Hey, Pat Markford here. I just want to talk a little bit about tips on how to get your house ready to sell. First of all, I got a little bit of a promo here. If you see the hat, EBC, right? If you know what that stands for, you should like this video. And I'll go with it a little bit. I was at church today talking to a young lady who happened to have a baby with her, and we were talking about different videos that I do. And then she looks at me and she goes, "Dad, why don't you do another video about what it takes to sell your home?" So anyways, I just want to let you know that we're going to do one on a regular basis on how to sell your house and what to do to buy houses, and they're all a little bit different. So what I want to talk about is there's just some basic things that we talk about. We're going to be building a course on how to sell your house, a video library, and a course, and on how to buy a house. My son and I, Steve, are going to be doing that. So what I want to talk about right now is that why are you selling it? When you meet with your realtor, me hopefully, but when you meet with your realtor, you need to tell them why are you selling your house, and what that has to do is that determines a lot. Why and when do you want to sell it by? So if you want to sell it pretty quickly, well, then there are just a few things that you can do to sell your house, get your house ready to go. One is you can't do major projects because you don't know if you're going to be able to get them done. How much painting needs to get done? Does the kitchen need some work done? So those are some of the minor things. When do you need to sell it by? If it's in 30 days, well, there's very limited things you can do. But if you have 3 months, 6 months, a year, then we give you a longer list on when you can do them. Just have this done in the first month, have this done in the second month. And I usually tell people we need to go room by room, and that's what we'll do is we'll walk room by room, the most important rooms. Because your house is basically sold within 30 seconds from the time that they walk in the house. Actually, my belief is within about 15 seconds. When they walk into your house, they're already buying it. They're already bought your house. The second thing I want to talk about is who is going to buy your home. So now if you're selling to a first-time home buyer, you got to get your house ready for that particular market. Now, first-time home buyers and people don't want to buy grandma's house, right? If you're a first-time home buyer, you can't go in there and put your furniture in there. What you need, sorry, the phone was ringing. What you need is you need somebody to come in there, like whether it's a realtor, or you might have to have a grandchild that's selling their house, or that are first-time home buyers, say, hey, you know what do you think? What colors should we paint our walls for first-time home buyers? And ask their advice, because they're going to give you advice, and ask them for help, because a lot of times they want to help you. I know that sounds kind of wild, because people think, well, I can't ask my grandkids or my kids to help out. Parents and grandkids help out, nieces and nephews help out, something you really need to do, and they'll help you figure out how to do it. And trust me, if you ask their opinion, they will give it to you. A first-time home buyer has certain colors that they like. And one thing, first-time home buyers are now buying 70s homes. Well, there's people that are selling homes. Those are 70s homes. What has to happen is a lot of times those people have yellow or green countertops and green and yellow floors, and they have wallpaper. And on the main level, that stuff, we got to try and eliminate all that, because first-time home buyers can't see past it. The amount of money that they want to take off to get that done is phenomenal. The second thing you need to do is, let's say a second-time home buyer. You're saying, well, what's the difference between a first and a second-time home buyer? Second and third-time home buyers are a lot more picky because they've already owned a house. They're looking at the craftsmanship of what you're doing. The work that you're getting ready, I want to say they're looking at what they can do, but also what have you done. And sometimes you might need to hire somebody to come out and work on some projects to clean things up. Also, people that are going in to buy second-time home, they normally still buy first level. They still buy on the first level. So if you're going to be selling a second-time home buyer, make sure that main level is done. The other thing about second-time home buyers is they're usually buying something from like $300 plus, $350, $400,000 plus. Their expectations on what is in those homes are a little different. Now, you might have owned your home for 20 years, and you're saying, well, you know what, I don't want to change the countertops. You don't have to change your countertops, but they're expecting, if you're selling a $400,000 home, they're expecting something, and that's something that your realtor has to talk to you about is, how do you compare? What I do as a service, one of my services, is I bring out people to go look at homes. Like, let's say they want to sell a $400,000 house, and I just feel that they just don't have a feel of the market. I'll say, hey, let's go and visit the homes that are on the market that you're competing with, because you need to know what the competition is. Then the last thing that I just want to talk about are a couple other things is that cleanliness is the most important thing, especially with third and fourth time home buyers. And whenever seniors are buying a home too, I mean, extremely important. If you're going to spend any time on anything, is cleaning the house. The last home that I sold, their house was in really good shape and she wanted to clean out the cupboards. I said, no. Let's clean out the refrigerator. Let's clean out the stove. Let's clean the main level. It was really good already. Sometimes we need to go and clean the windows because people walk over to the windows. I mean, the windows need to be cleaned, but the window sills. Let's take a really good look at the window sills. Those are what parents come and look at, right, when they're coming in. A couple other things that we're going to talk about when we do a review on a house on getting it ready is we talk about light fixtures. Light fixtures might not have been changed for 10, 15, 20 years. Things change a lot. Right when you walk up to the door, the front door might need to be painted. Maybe the trimmer on the front door. Now, here's the thing it's amazing is that there are people that have lived in their home and they haven't walked in the front door in years because they use the garage door opener. So they have no idea how much cobwebs are around the door that need to be cleaned out. The door is peeling paint. See, when a realtor is standing at that front step and putting the key in the door or opening it with electronic, it takes about anywhere from a minute to 3 minutes to get into the house. And you know what the buyers are doing? They're looking around and they're making a judgment. That's the first impression is when they're walking in. So those are just a few tips. We're going to be having some more every week. If you have any questions, let me know. You can email me or you can text me. Again, EBC, people that go to EBC, good service today. Bob was right on, stung a little bit, so if you know what I'm talking about. But I hope you guys have a good week. We'll talk to you later.